Hey guys, Chris Dorr here from the American Firearms Association, and we are coming to you today from the live in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This is the ground zero in the fight against gun control here in America for today, as the Republican governor here, his name is Bill Lee, he has called the Tennessee General Assembly into a special session, not to pass a gun rights bill, but instead to pass a red flag gun confiscation bill. So what's the word today?
We were talking about this just a minute ago. I mean, it's Nashville, it's summertime, it's August, it's hot, everyone's back to school, and most people aren't paying attention. This is not the time of year to pass legislation. This is the time of year where you're bringing your kids to school, where you're coming back from your summer vacation from the beach. This is abnormal. They are hoping to do this without anyone noticing. They're hoping to pass gun control when we are otherwise assuming they're not doing crap to screw us over until January.
Yeah. And as most of you guys can probably guess, Bill Lee is doing this. He's trying to capitalize on the march earlier of this year, the March shooting at the Covenant Christian School, where some woman who thought she was a man walked into a Christian school and murdered three little Christian little babies, and then also the teachers, 3 teachers as well, 6 people they murdered. He's trying to capitalize on that. Like Alex just said, in the waning days of the summer when people are not paying close attention. Here's the other bad thing that's happened here. He has mobilized the left and given them political power that they never would have had if it were not for him opening the floodgates. Right now, later on today, we expect to see Bloomberg's moms demand some action, because they haven't gotten any lately. Every Town for Gun Safety, there's a lefty organization called Rise and Shine Tennessee. Advocates for Planned Parenthood Tennessee. Every single lefty organization you can think of is now using this gun control issue that Bill Lee started. They're using it to mobilize their side in a way that never would have been possible before.
I think what's also disgusting is, one is, the legislation he's trying to force down our throats has absolutely zero impact on stopping criminals.
Yeah.
It only affects us law-abiding citizens. But two, I was talking to a person in the hotel this morning, like, what? Where's the manifesto? How can Bill Lee put a motive on this girl, this woman, and say that a red flag would have stopped her when none of us know what the hell happened, what caused it? And so he, again, capitalizing on the emotions of the women and shoving this down our throats. And then he's calling in Republican majorities in both chambers and telling Republicans to get on board and pass his gun control.
So folks, there's just a couple of things that you can do. Number one, if you're not yet in on this fight, we need you with us. We need you to stand with us. You guys can go to joinafa.com and sign up and become a member of the American Firearms Association. Also, hit that like and subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube or any social media platform as well. The other thing that we're asking everybody to do to help stop this, if you live in the state of Tennessee, or maybe you know somebody who lives in the state of Tennessee. I know tons of people that live in Tennessee. In fact, a lot of people have been moving to Tennessee because they don't like the gun control that's been passing in other states. But anyway, go to stopredflags.com and fire off an email to your state representative or your state senator if you live in the state of Tennessee. We've said this before, I'll say it again. It's one thing for a Republican governor like Bill Lee to stab gun voters who put him in office in the first place. It's one thing for him to stab them in the back and call for this. It's something else entirely to actually get it done. And to get that done, it has to go through that building right there. It's the choke point for this becoming reality. We want these legislators to know, if you cross this line, if you do the bidding of the radical left, if you kowtow to the media, if you buckle to people who never cast a single vote for any one of you, because let's make that clear, not a single gun control advocate has cast a ballot for these Republicans. If they cross that line, there will be hell to pay in primary elections from here until kingdom come, until the last one of these people are dealt with in the election season. So those are the 2 things we're asking folks to do. Go to joinafa.com, sign up and become a member. I guess we'll say 3. Like and subscribe to this channel wherever you're watching it. And also number 3, go to stopredflags.com and send an email to these state reps and senators in here and tell them absolutely hell no. So
guys, if you don't live in Tennessee and you're wondering like, why do I care about this? We don't call it ground zero as a cliche.
Good point.
Because if they pass gun control, Bill Lee has just doomed Red America if they pass red flag laws here, because now the rhinos in Georgia will use it as their excuse. The rhinos in Alabama will use it as their excuse to get behind gun control.
Yep.
So this here today happens, and it affects every red state in the union.
You bet. So folks, you've heard it here. Take action now. We'll be back with more later on. Let's start fighting like hell.